Hello folks and welcome back to Parkitect. We're here at Sakura Gardens, I don't know which it's pronounced, to attract more visitors to this peaceful garden by adding amusement rides and shops while retaining its old charm. Be careful of building thrilling rides, however, as guests visiting this garden prefer calm or gentle, calmer rides. We need to have a cleanliness rating of 80%, have 500 guests in our park, have an optional of 70, which is okay because we got to do that, and get all that done by October year 3. All right, so let's take a look and see what we have here. Guests are going to come in over here. They can go through, wow, this very large area here, or go through that area there. All right. So I think to begin with, I'm going to be the jerk that's going to just start shutting off access to certain areas. So like, yeah, you guys aren't going to get to go real far here. I want to keep some of this contained so that when we get rolling here we can actually start doing some things with this initial area. But this whole area out here I don't want guests in. I want them to stick to mainly these areas right now. Now as far as rides we have the carousel, Ferris wheel, and wave swinger. We have no thrill rides. We have dumb thrill rides or coasters. Alright, we're gonna research calm rides I think just to get started with here. And the problem with a lot of these are making money is really tough. It's not a big deal to kind of go in and build rides and stuff, but making the money for them is tough. And as far as stuff goes here, wow, there's just nothing. What was this area back here that we have set up? So we have soft drinks, but we don't have soft drinks available here? Interesting. Okay. Maybe instead of actually comrades, we're going to go over to shops because we need to get some food and stuff set up here. Well, let's begin with some rides. So, what's occupying that area? There's no ride occupying that. I don't know what's going on there. Alright, let's see here. I think this area over here is good for a nice little family-friendly coaster. We could put that in there like so. Now, unfortunately, they have all these little, if you take a look, there's all these little pathways here, which are super annoying because they stop us from being able to actually get our guest on those things. But no worries, we should be able to knock that out pretty quick and easy. So we have that. We probably are going to have to build something to hide that area there as well, but we'll deal with that down the road here. We'll get a junior coaster built, I don't know, probably over here. Just build something little. Doesn't have to be thrilling, just again has to be a dumb little ride that makes our guest happy. Now, I'm not really going crazy with this ride. I don't want it to be super thrilling, unfortunately. Just trying to do something nice and easy. And that means it's going to have a lot of big sweeping turns. Nothing that's going to really go bananas with anything here. Now, I don't know when they're talking about that they like gentle rides. Is that as far as the intensity goes, or is that more along the lines of like they don't want actual thrilling rides? So I guess we'll figure that out as time goes here, because while this ride's not going to be thrilling or anything in those respects. Interesting. Let's see. So that one we could actually... Okay. No. Now that's a pretty solid family coaster there. Let's just see what the ratings are. Feeling this ending section's a little fast. Medium's not bad though. Oh, never mind, went high. Alright, so let's go do construction here. This area back here is where we run into problems. So what I think I'm going to just try to do is bring this to a close here. Excuse me. So we're going in here, we're taking a look. We got this coaster going around doing its thing. Hopefully it's much less intense now. There we go. I think that should fit the bill for this ride. We're going to call it Garden Racer because it's the only thing I can think of at the time. And let's go in here and play with the track. So, we have some white supports. Okay. And then as far as the train goes, that's fine. We're not going to worry about it too much right now. Let's get that built up. Actually, let's do it this way. Alright, we have that. And we'll do something like that for all of that stuff, and then we just need to build a little station for them. Now, this is not a really special station by any means, but that's okay. It's just doing the job it needs to get the basics of this covered, so do something like that, and then this spot right here will also have I think we started out with $10,000. I already spent a whole bunch of that, but that's okay. I'm good with at least spending some of that money on some rides that hopefully will make us a little bit of money. And then we probably should spend some money on some plants here. That just doesn't fit. Let's just get some larger items in here that will at least look nice to the park itself here. There we go. Okay, I'm cool with all that. I don't know why the second coaster or the second train is starting on the lift hill when there are 2 block breaks after the station. It doesn't make sense to me. Alright, so we have all that. Oh, we definitely need benches and all that stuff. There's like none of those in this park right now. And one of the other advantages of shortening up everything is that you don't have to put benches everywhere because they kind of already are where they need to be for the most part. But we definitely need to have some type of food court up here. We just don't have anything to do that with quite yet, so we'll get there. And then we'll get some lights in here as well. There we go. Okay. We don't have a lot of money left over, but let's see. We could put in a carousel or Ferris wheel. I think a Ferris wheel would look nice. And what I would really love is like a car ride or something like that. They're fun little rides that can take up a decent amount of capacity without a whole bunch of work. We're going to put a Ferris wheel here, kind of overlooking the water. Alright, and we're just going to play and see what happens here. And we'll get an idea of what's happening with the park in just a little bit. But you can see this coaster, while not like the most thrilling thing in the world, isn't bad. I'm pretty excited about that coaster. I like it. Now let's just take a look and see if what they said about all these guests was correct. Low, medium, high. See, there are some highs in here. Low, low, high, medium. Yeah, see, there's some high to extreme. Yeah, there's some people in here that are going to cause problems for us if we don't give them something to go on. So we're going to have to get that problem solved in a little bit. As far as the rest of the coasters go, though, we don't really have a lot of options right now, and we're spending all of our money that we're currently searching for trying to get some food options for our guests so that they're not starving when we get actually going here. I am going to start building some of the basics of what we would need here. So toilets and that. How about you guys just stay where you're supposed to? Alright. And now we can build a little... Because what the idea here is that eventually we get some stuff that can service. We have 2 items there that will be eventually serviced by our people. We just need to build our stuff for that. We probably should also build a staff room at some point here. Now I'm going to pause the game real fast because we don't have a lot of money left over. And I'm a little worried. I spent poorly. So let's see here what we can do. Alright, we'll build on all of these eventualities. Get all of this stuff built in here, even though it's not really necessary. Crap. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Alright, let me go back and put the staff room in. Okay. And we're out of money, so let's speed this up just a touch. Hey, we got our first goal taken care of. Cool. Now we just need to get a lot more guests. And we unlocked the free log flume from that. Very cool. Alright, I'm going to take out a small loan for right now. Mainly because I want to finish this building up. Okay, that doesn't look terrible. We just need to have some stuff that can now work with it. Let's see what we got coming our way. Burgers, beautiful. We are getting lines for this. It's not like a ton, but we are getting lines. What are people saying? Alright, so we're getting some people wanting to go and do stuff. Let's go ahead and throw a burger store there. So we definitely need something. Hopefully it's just going to be drinks. Hopefully, please, please, please be something drink-wise, and then we'll be in really good shape. Alright, we got bubble tea. Fantastic. Alright, let's go and get some thrill rides now, because even though there's not a ton of people who might be wanting them in this, we can potentially get a whole bunch of stuff right here. And it might be a little more exciting for us. Because take a look here. There's no high interest thrill rides. Yeah, I know. We need the high intensity rides, but we were told pretty discreetly not to, or pretty directly, not discreetly, not to build them. So we need to generate some more to be able to get those. And somehow we already have a ride broken. Not happy about that. Let's see, how long a ride is this? 1 minute? Okay. We got our bubble tea now. Cool. I'd really love an Enterprise. An Enterprise would just be a nice, easy ride to plop down. Makes good money, not a ton, but good enough money. And with our current financial situation, which is also not real super good, it'd be a nice thing to have. This is a pretty big park. It looks like we can expand out a little bit as well. I don't think we're going to need to do that, but it's a nice area to have a lot of flat ground, which we don't have a lot of spreading out here. Let's see. Had enough of the park? Yeah, you like high and extreme rides. You like high extreme rides. Yeah, I understand. You spent $8 and didn't really get to do much. I get it. We will hopefully be taking care of those guests here in a little bit. I know what's going to happen, though. We're going to get the Scrambler or the Twist, whatever they call it here, as the first ride that we're going to get. And it's going to be just a bummer. But nice thing is we can fit one of those 3x3s pretty easily in there. I guess back in this area, we're going to have to put in, hey, only haulers can go in that area. Because we have a whole bunch of other people. No janitors, nope, 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 nope. Okay, let's see how many staff members we have. Yeah, we have quite a few staff members just rolling around back there, not doing anything at all. This is the only one that is actually doing something. Thank you, Judith Washington. Everybody else is messing around and Judith is doing her job. This waterfall is really cool too. I like how there's little bits of breaks in there, just like a real waterfall would have. It's kind of neat. We have a really nice park here though. I want to explore it a little bit more, but we need to make some money before we can do anything else, and we also need to have some rides. An orbiter, that's a solid ride for this park. Orbiter's probably going to put it somewhere over here, and then we can lock down this pathway. Even this is kind of nice looking. Like this and this don't really match perfectly, but you can see the work was there to try to make them look good. And I also like that this is a different version of how to use the fences, so that we haven't really seen a lot of that so far. The rock work here is super cool, really intricate. But yeah, there's a lot of little things in this game that you can do that we don't pay attention to a whole bunch, but it's kind of neat to watch them do their thing. Yeah, even like all of these are just dumb. This is my least favorite coaster to build in the whole game, is this mini coaster. They're just not fun. You can't do anything real with them. They just kind of exist. They're kind of blah. Yeah, we are continuing to draw a few guests in, but every time we have people go in, we lose those high intensity people. And we keep getting a lot of them in the park for some reason. I'm not sure why exactly the prompt is that it's all low intensity people. Like, yeah, we fill up them, but I mean, like, it's not even coming close to filling all the rides here. Like, not at all. Great. We got a social media post that went wild about the Ferris wheel, because that happens in real life. Alright, so we have the orbiter. Let's take a look at it and see what we have with that. Yeah, that should be a fun ride. Alright, but let's first, before we do anything else, address our finances. We're gonna have to take out a big loan. We'll repay that, so we're back to basically where we started, except we're in the hole with some of the stuff. And then our orbiter can exist right there. Looks good. And then we can put in all the other stuff that we need to have for this. And then the question is, do I want to build a little building to go around that? I probably do. I don't know. It hasn't really rained much in this park, but I want to make sure we don't have a lot of rides, and we're definitely not making a lot of money on most of this stuff. So I want to make sure there's spaces for us to do that when we can. So I'm going to make some of the line indoor and some of it outdoor. There's no real rhyme or reason why I'm doing that. I just kind of am. But we'll make some type of roofing structure or something over top of that so it looks like it belongs there. Now, I'm not sure why exactly I'm building this roofing style. Nothing I've really done before, but it kind of echoes some of the initial buildings that we have starting off in this park. And I'm just kind of continuing what they had. There's no real good rhyme or reason why it's going through here, but we'll do what it needs to be done and get those in there. And then I'll build a lower one down here for these folks. And we need a pillar. Sure. Not gonna worry about that too much right now. We just got a jumper. Again, guess right now we're just trying to maximize people coming to the park. So we got our first rainstorm here, which means this one is shut down entirely, which is fine. And we're just trying to spice up this entryway a little bit to give it a little bit more pizzazz than what it currently has, because for a park that's supposed to be all about this garden, there's not a lot right out of the gate that you're getting garden-wise. So we can kind of hided some of these places with some stuff. I think it'll look a lot nicer. Hopefully we're going to start turning a profit here soon because we burned through another almost $10,000. We're, well, $7,500, but we're also $5,000 in debt, or $10,000 in debt on top of that. So yeah, we are losing some cash. I just want to get a real thrill ride here. It doesn't look like it's going to happen, so we're going to switch over to coasters after this and hope that we can get something there. And we'll see what happens. We do have a lot of people who are enjoying this. We're halfway through our goal. We have a bunch of people that just got dropped off that want to go on one of our coasters, which is great. We have a carousel we can still put in, which we actually have not done yet, which probably not a bad ride. But if you take a look at this park, every single ride we have, minus the roller coaster, is something spinning around an axis. Spinning around an axis, spinning around an axis, spinning around an axis, spinning around an axis. So I kind of want to try to avoid that a little bit. But literally all of the rides we have, spinning, 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 spinning. They all do the exact same thing, just in slightly different ways. But if we can get one coaster in there, I apologize for my dog. But if we can just get one coaster that meets high intensity, I think we'll be in really good shape here. It doesn't have to be a big coaster either. I think just one little coaster that will kind of get that set will be really good for us. But we'll probably put the swinging ship somewhere over here. And then we'll figure out what else we need to do. There's so much land in this park. I wish there was had some more access to rides right now. But we're doing good. We're at 300 or 290 people. We're just about done year 1. So our goal is to get done by year 3. Not too big of a deal. I think we'll be able to finish it up without much trouble. And then we'll see what the rest of the game brings us here. And I don't have any money now. Awesome. So I'm used to having like one coaster that can just bail us out whenever we're in a little bit of financial trouble. We just load up a train and it's good to go. But we don't have that right now. That's okay. This area here does look nice. There's the entryway, all the people getting their food and stuff. That's all nice and good. There are a couple little flat rides in there. Coaster off in the distance, and then you can come up and go on some more rides. Now this is the kind of stuff that I don't think makes any real difference in the game. If you are to go in and put these in there, I don't think it really affects the guest at all, but it makes it look better to me. Let's see what else we have coming our way. We just give me a wooden coaster or a steel coaster. I just want a simple coaster that I can build a intense ride that doesn't have to take up a lot of space and doesn't have to cost a lot of money. I know that we're going to be bankrupt. It's okay. We can take out a loan. I'm not worried about that part of it. We got a wooden coaster. There we go. That's what we needed. Alright, so I can go in here now. I'm going to take out a giant loan. I'll fill this area in. I think that looks nicer. And our coaster could have a station here, come up, do some intense stuff, and come back here, or it can go in this area. There's lots of options that we have. If I really wanted to, I could probably have it do some heavy-duty stuff in there, but we'll figure all that out a little bit later. I'm going to pause the game real fast. We're going to go in here and pay back this $15,000 loan. And the main reason for doing that is just so that we have some buffer space when and if we need to have another one of these things to do, we can do it relatively easy. You can see that we are getting some vandalism from just broken stuff because people are not happy that they don't have their high intensity rides. And what do you do when you don't have a high intensity ride? You break stuff. This is a quaint little park, though. For a little park, this is actually drawing in quite a few people. What's your problem?
Come on.
Low intensity rides. What's your thought? Okay. I really do like the look of this little area here. Just makes me happy. Taking a look at our goals while we're waiting here. We still need to get our 500 guests. That's fine. We have to hold that for 2 months. We have the cleanliness rating, so it's really just getting the people into our park, and we should be in great shape. So what I think we're going to eventually do here is open up the pathway to this side. We'll build a coaster either somewhere in here and have it go out, or put it like here and have it go like here and go out. I'm not sure which one of those I want to do yet. But over here or up here, depending on what we do, I think I really want to have a log flume. Log flumes just seem to be able to take a ton of people. Not that we have any lines that are really full except for this guy and this one, but it just seems to help out some of that stuff here. So we got to get another 170 people to our park, and then we'll be in really, really good shape. But we just need to get this coaster here first. And we're going to have to do it with a very limited budget. Oh, $11,000. We should be able to do that. Or we can go crazy and take out this $29,000 loan. It costs us $1,400 a month in loan fees alone. More than we've ever made. This is the definition of a bank that should not be lending out money, because that, even though 5%, that's good for them, that's not good for anybody, because my park has never made, I don't think my park has made $29,000 in its entire lifetime. So they're not going to make their money there. Alright, we have our wooden coaster. Let's go in and pause the game here. We're going to take that terrible loan. We're going to pay back $16,000, and we have $12,000 to play with here. Go in and do our coaster. Let's see here. So that's 11. So that's going to come way down. I really get annoyed at the... I want to remove these things, and it won't let me. And then when I do remove them, they don't remove on there. That's my only real gripe with this game, is those things just look dumb. Oh, that's still on its turn. Okay, so we're gonna have to bring that a little shorter. Not a big deal. What are our current ratings here? Medium still? No, we can't do that. That's crazy. Alright, let's go in and play with some of these numbers. Alright, let's just test and see where it goes. I'm not really sure where I feel about this or how I feel. I mean, it looks cool. Excuse me. But it's definitely lacking a lot of the pizzazz that it should have. If we want to, we could bring this out farther and bring it here and loop around and do a few things if we need to. But I really just want this to be a high intensity ride. So all I really care about is that it touches high intensity. If it does that, I am a happy camper. Let's see what it does. Yep, still there, so we're gonna have to do some construction here. So let's go back here, and instead of having that do that part, let's have it dive out this way. That's way too much a curve. Now here comes the fun part of trying to fish this thing back into where it needs to go. So take a look. We gotta do that. And then bring it across. So flatten out. We're gonna run into a problem there, aren't we? Okay. Alright, so let's back this bad boy up a little bit. Alright, there we go. That should be a little better for us. I hope. Alright, we're gonna open it anyway. I don't care. Entryway is gonna be right there. $5 sure. Let's just open this up and see if it can make us some money. Because we owe the bank lots of money currently. The front of the park's entryway has definitely changed with the look of this. Basically, we have our throw rods are doing a good job maxing themselves out. This one, what is the rating here? Yeah, see, this one's definitely higher on the intensity rating, but not by a ton. It's not far off of being a high intensity ride. And we're rolling just the one train, which is I'm kind of fine with. We have a group of vandals in the park. Awesome, that's exactly what we need. So let's go vandal hunting. How many are there? 11 of them? Jeez, there's one. Smell you later. There's one. Nope, not you. You. Goodbye. There's another one. We might open up this area and build another coaster at some point. We're roughly an hour into this so far. We're we're about halfway through our time period. We are attracting more guests at this point, but we do need to have a little bit more on our side, and the general monorail is not going to do it for us. So let's go ahead and pause this real fast. Let's see what our finances allow for. I think we'll take out this $11,000 loan. And we're going to build a coaster over here. And I'm going simple out and back. There we go. And that's a high intensity one there. That's what we want. I have no idea what I want to call this. We're going to call it Wild One, ripping off my home Six Flags park. We'll do that. It's going to have 3 trains, or 2 trains, excuse me. Open that up. We're also going to give it a quick paint job. Alright, that's fine. Reopen this area here. And we'll probably put another ride somewhere over here to kind of complete that area. A lot of this is peak laziness right now. I'm just trying to get this done because I'm not really feeling this park right now. I don't know why. Just not one of my favorites. There's a lot of cool stuff you could do with this if I had the time and budget to do some more fun stuff, but it just doesn't seem to be the case in this one. We'll put a couple little things in there. And we'll see how that does with the rest of the park here as far as getting some people up to this coaster. And let's take a ride on here real fast while we're doing our thing. Pretty simple out and back coaster, nothing crazy, but does what it's supposed to do. And now we just need to get a lot of people to this park very quickly because we're going to be losing a lot of money here. So for every $1,000 we pay back on this, it brings the loan down a good amount. The question is, can we get more money in than what's going out? Because I'm going to scale back all that to almost nothing. So we built 2 new coasters here in a relatively short amount of time. Our problem right now is that we need to get those guests in before our monthly fees of quite a bit of money ruin us. We're losing $1,500 a month right now. Oh, this thing also needs to cost a whole lot more. But hopefully this will now satisfy the high intensity folks, and that we can get those folks into the fold, keep them at this park, that it gives them something to do, and that we'll go from there. And I could probably max this one's out budget-wise a little bit more and just edit that to have a block break, which I thought I did, but I didn't. And to generate a little bit more money for us. That's not going to be the case right now. We'll do that. We'll hope we get our last groups of people in here. We need roughly 15 more. And we need nobody to leave. We're just going to do a little advertising to try to get our numbers up, because we need 5 more people. Four more people. We've had a big group of people leave too, which is not the most... Just based on how much money we're losing per month, we need to get all these people in here so that we can kind of regain our losses. We'll see. I'm surprised we're not down a whole lot more per month. I'm going to increase that one to $6. Just to try to eke out a little bit more profit on it. So our max revenue per month is $720, so that's not going to do it. We need more. See, this is more where we're at. $1,700, that's what we need. Alright, we have our 500 gets. Just need to hold that for several months here, and we need to make sure nobody leaves, because we're at 501. That's going to be a nail biter. Alright, so let's throw in some more advertising here. Staying at 503, 504. It's going to be real close. Oh my. Look at this, we're at 502. No, we're at 500. Don't leave. Nobody leave. Don't do it. Just wait till this guy comes before somebody leaves. No. Oh my goodness. We're riding right on the edge of everything. We're at 499 guests right now. Not feeling real hopeful right now. I guess I suppose I can do some quick construction on this. So let me close it. And I want that to be a block break instead. So then we should be able to run 2 trains, open that up. Nothing has really changed. But hopefully it'll let us make some more money. right? So we're not done yet. I'm being a little fatalistic here. We definitely have some options. It's just that I was really hoping just to be done with this at this point. But that's okay. We're not there yet. We'll get there. So let's do some proper theming here. Get all of this into where it's supposed to be. Great, we got a twister. Another ride that spins around a central point. Alright, and we somehow are gaining several guests right now, which is great. We're at 611. We should have this wrapped up here pretty soon. As far as I guess, we're doing pretty good across the board here. Most of them are wandering around. Wipeout coming, so we should be in good shape here to win this up pretty soon. I see why I don't really like the double paths, or why I like double paths as opposed to single ones, because this is just way too much. I still really do dig this setup right here. I like it a lot. And there we go. We've won. Not a big hard one to win. Pretty simple. compared to a lot of the stuff, but you do need to make sure you have something that's high intensity to take care of just those few people who want that. Not everybody does, but there are a couple who do, and it's important to make sure we take care of those people as well. So that's going to wrap us up here for today, folks. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate your time, and I will see you in our next version of Parkitect. See you later.